Hello everybody and welcome back. If you guys have seen the previous Cockpit videos, you know what we're doing in the shop today, and that is working on the F-18 panels. So, today we are going to end up making two things out of acrylic, one module, that's going to be the comm module. I'll put two images for the blueprints up here, and I'll also put some in the description of where you guys can get them. This one is specifically going to be for the F-18 comm panel, and this is tailored to my setup, so if you guys are following along, I'm going to try and put up as many blueprints as I can, and then you guys can actually build stuff. Alright, so the first thing we are going to do is to actually mark out these panels, run over the chop saw, do a couple quick cuts, and we'll go from there. So, here goes. Alright, so I have got my two pieces. Here's a 5.75. So we're going to take out our T-square and cut it at 7.48 inches long. And I need a flat surface for this, unfortunately. And we're going to cut the second one at... We have got our two pieces marked. Let's head over the table saw. Alright, so we are all set, prepped, and plugged in. We're going to put these pieces up and give them a quick zing. Stuff is dusty. Back over to mark them. Alright, so we've got our two pieces. As I line them up, they are overlapping nicely. Unfortunately, this is when I have to remove our protective surfaces, or else they will get caught up in the bandsaw and the drill press, which is kind of unfortunate. Alright, we've got our two little pieces. We are going to first mark the bottom. Alright, because the measuring is not necessarily the easiest thing in the world to do, we are going to do it the traditional, old-fashioned, line it up and hope method. Right there. Then we are going to take our hole punch, hold it down. Guess we're not hole punching. Looks like we're doing dots. I'm gonna see if I can save this piece, but it's already pretty compromised. A dot there, so we need to drill out those guys to 0.17. No more hole punch for this. Alright, we're gonna head over to the drill press and drill this out real quick. Alright, just clamp down, let's go. Alright, here goes the bandsaw work. Alright, I have got some rubber cement, and we are going to glue these bad boys together. Now we're doing it on the edge so that I can get more clamps in the right places. It's a bit of an art form, but here goes. Okay, now for the art form. Dropping it on, getting it all lined up, and then clamping it without moving it. Therein lies the trick. Okay. All I gotta do now is somehow clamp it without anything moving at all. Well, the clamps aren't working, so let's go look for weights. Now, that should hold relatively straight. So now we can add our clamps up there. That's much better. I like this method way more. Significantly more effective. Alright, I'm gonna let these dry and we'll be back in a little bit. Time to go outside for a couple coats of spray paint and back inside. Finished the painting and I did a bit of extra work. Finally figured out a good way to put lettering on there. It's kind of painful and tedious and time consuming, but the letters do look good, or so I would say. So I finally did finish this. As far as all the lettering, this is probably a couple hours worth of work just to get the vinyl nice, layered, cut out, etc. But it's essentially you copy and paste the design into their little program, you run it through the cutter, do a couple of transfers, and it's on. So next thing I'm going to do is put in all the little switches and buttons and knobs, and we'll see how that looks. I don't have any of the heads yet, but we'll get there. So, over to the switches. Alright, it is time to assemble all the components. So, the first one is a gated ILS switch between manual and automatic. Well, manual and normal? I don't know. But these guys are a little tricky to get on because you have to have the position in the middle to actually line up the nut. Screw on that little guy, and we'll tighten all these later. Now, the next one is a gated IFF master and emergency. Same procedure. Now, next are the crypto and the mode 4. Those are 3-position switches. We could put washers and capture stuff and etc. on here, but for the moment, we're gonna leave it. Make sure the 3 positions. Put it in. Alright, there are those guys. This guy is going to be a potentiometer as well as all these guys. Then we are going to have So I'm actually out of these guys. I need one more 3 position switch. Technically these are supposed to be guarded, but I don't have guarded 3 position switches. So I'm gonna have to either order some, or we'll use these standard switches, which it looks like normally these guys stay in the off position. I don't have another one, so we're gonna have to wait on that last guy. Next one, over to the potentiometers. These are 10K potentiometers. We're gonna have one of them down here. I'm gonna put a washer on that one. Now I don't have the heads yet. We'll see if I decide to make them, print them, or how we're actually gonna do that. I only have 6, so we are going to have to wait. But I'm gonna put these on real quick, and we'll be back in just a second. It looks surprisingly good. Nice and clean in the back until we start adding wires. A couple of gated switches, lots of potentiometers for volume, a couple of 3-position switches. I used a potentiometer for the ILS, but normally it's a 20-position rotator switch. Those are harder to get from what I've seen. They're also pretty large. So for now, I'm just using a potentiometer, and I'll use incremental amounts to actually use it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing how I made this guy, and if you want to see me make more of these, or if you just want to see the entire thing done and see the entire panel, let me know. Put your votes in the comments of how you guys would like it, if you want to see all the little panels made, or if you want me to just hurry up and get it all done, which we'll see how quick it goes, just because stuff like this takes a long time. But hopefully you enjoyed that, and we will see you guys in the next episode.